Hey guys, my name is Cameron and want to welcome you to this video, the longer version of the walk-around video of my brand new CF-Moto 1000 Overland. Like I said, it's the longer version. There is a shorter version. It's 10 minutes long that is currently on my other channel entitled Cam's Overlanding. Being that that's a new channel over there, you can only make videos that are 10 minutes long or shorter. So this is the longer version of the very same video of the very same bike. So that being said, I want to welcome you to my big channel here, Cameron Stone. Got over 1,000 subscribers, 200 videos plus on here, and almost 600,000 views, and would love to have you on board as a subscriber here as well. So at any rate, a couple points here before I get going. If you like this kind of content, folks, you know what I'm about to say. Hit the thumbs up button, hit the like button, and head on over to the bell notifications and hit the heck out of that thing for me. And that way you get notified every time I publish a new video here on this channel, on my big channel. Secondly, just want to apologize about the background noise. I just so happen to be in northwest Wisconsin today, more specifically Burnett County, and more specifically yet, about 5 miles due west of Siren, Wisconsin, on busy Highway 70. So that background noise in there really gets annoying every once in a while, if I can talk correctly. So it gets kind of noisy, that highway does. So at any rate, let's get into the video. Let's take a good look at her here. Okay, so as far as I know, guys, in this model year, this bike comes in 2 color combinations. You've got the blue bead protectors for this color scheme with the granite gray paint, and then you've got the red bead protectors on the other one with the camel paint. And there is a technical term for that camel color with the red, but I forget exactly what it is, but it looks pretty cool. I almost bought the camel variety incidentally, but I've already got enough red colors for things in my life, my truck, my bike, bicycle that is, so I decided to go with blue. I just like the blue better anyway, so that's that. So at any rate, let me back out here. All right, tell you what, let's start out by talking about the engine. We've got a 1000cc V-twin engine in this particular bike. Now, if you want to be technical, it just so happens to be a 963. But CF-Moto calls it 1000, right? So that's just the way it is. And it pumps out 79 horsepower, 60 pound-feet of torque. And that's pretty good for a bike like this, you know? I mean, it's a big bike. I mean, look at the profile there. It's huge. This is the largest, tallest, heaviest bike that CF-Moto produces, ATV that CF-Moto produces. They do make UTVs, but if you want, you know, handlebars instead of a steering wheel, get one of these. And I wanted handlebars. I wanted a bike, not a vehicle, okay? If I want a vehicle, I'll just go out and buy a Jeep and then take that in the woods, right? Right. So at any rate, getting back, 1000cc, 963cc, 79 horsepower, 60 pound-feet of torque, 2 cylinders. And this bike has a 7.3 gallon fuel capacity, and CF-Moto recommends at least 91 octane. But all I put in here is non-oxy fuel. It runs the best. It's the best for it. And that's just what I run it with. It's non-oxygenated fuel. So, all right, talk about the tires quickly here. All right, so these are CTS clinchers. And don't you just like that blue color in there? That is so sharp. As I mentioned, CTS clinchers, and these are 27 by 11 by 14s, and really like the tread design on here. It's really, those are big knobbies. I mean, look at those knobbies, really big. Just a quick note on here, I've got a friend that has a Can-Am UTV, you know, one of those things with a steering wheel. And he's always getting flat tires with the tires that came with the bike. or with the UTV, he's always getting flats. And while that's not funny at the time, it's funny now and just talking about it. You know, I don't get flats with these tires. Who knows? I probably will, but he has had plenty of flats with his. So it's just an interesting note there. Really like the tread design that comes with the bike on these tires. Pretty sweet. 27 by 11 by 14 CTS clinchers. Okay, so looking at the front here, let's first talk about this. That's an accessory I had put on at the dealership. And there's a couple other, let's see. So there's a, on my other channel dedicated to this bike, Cam's Overlanding, there's a video over there. I don't know, it might be here too. I'm not sure if I posted it here or not. There's a video dedicated to the accessories that I've bought so far for this bike, so far for Bigfoot here. And you can see that video on the other channel, and it's probably here as well. But I don't know if I included that rack there that I bought as an accessory in that other video. But at any rate, it's a pretty trusty rack. It's like 1 inch thick, 3/4 of an inch, something like that. I like the nice glossy paint job on there. All right, let's talk about the winch a little bit here. Before I took delivery on this bike, I had them put the braided rope on here. Comes with a cable. This just so happens to be a 3,000 pound capacity winch, and that's going to pull you out of just about anything, folks. But it comes with a cable, but I had them put this rope on here, and you can get multiple colors of the rope, and obviously blue for the rest of the bike, so I went with blue. But I don't know, you know, cable's all right, but it kinks up, and I don't know, it seems to get rusty, but it doesn't get rusty because it's galvanized. But I just like the more flexible rope. And I also got the stopper too, and that prevents the hook from going too far in, so that's kind of cool. Got that on Amazon, and you can see that in that accessory video that I had posted for sure. Check out those auxiliary lights. Pretty cool. And they are bright. I like the aggressive looking front end on these. Always have liked the way CF Motos look. I don't care what some people say about the brand. I love them. I love CF Motos. They're right there with anything on the market. They hang right there with them. And this Overlander also comes with a little wind deflector there. That's pretty cool. And then I got the mirrors. That's more accessories and stuff that did not come with the bike, like the fenders. And this unit comes with cargo boxes. You can also buy a seat, but you'll have to take out the center box there, and it just pops right in there. And the seat is sold separately, incidentally, and you're going to pay a little bit for it. It's 600 bucks for a seat for this bike. You'd think, oh, they should sell it with it. Well, I happen to agree with you, but this bike is sold as an Overland unit for going out there in the woods, overland camping, overnight camping, so on and so forth. And it's meant to hold a lot of gear. Well, in order to hold a lot of gear, you need a lot of cargo boxes, so on and so forth. So love the cargo boxes. You can see those in another video too on that other channel, Cam's Overlanding. I detail those. Looking at the back here. Alright, so this particular CF Moto can pull over 800 pounds. I like that number. I don't typically look for a vehicle of this nature to be, you know, a tow vehicle. But 800 pounds is pretty respectable, I figure. And it's got a 2-inch receiver. And this here, by the way, see if I can get down here. This is the a plate that protects the entire bottom of the bike. Look at that. And what it is, about oh, I don't know, a little more than a 1/4 inch thick. Very hard plastic, and it covers the whole bottom of the bike. Covers the whole bottom of the bike. That's pretty sweet. So you're not going to damage anything going over rocks and you know, so on and so forth. But that plate is really a cool feature. Look how nice and clean it is. Almost makes you just want to have it sit in the garage and look at how pretty and nice and clean it is, right? And never use it. Not. But at any rate, like I said, 800 pounds it can pull. Look how fat those tires are. Incidentally, CF Moto recommends with these tires 6.5 PSI. But if I was going to be constantly riding over rough terrain and doing that sort of thing, I'd probably drop them down to 5 pounds per square inch is what I'd probably do. But then you can do it two ways. You can, for a more comfortable ride, you can either reduce the PSI, or these are fully adjustable shocks. So either way, to make your ride more comfortable. So 7.3 fuel tank, as I mentioned, nice and handy right there, easy to get to. Cargo boxes, once again, come with the bike, obviously. Make sure you watch that other video if you want to learn more about these boxes. Coolest feature, I think, though, is they've got those plugs down there. See those plugs in the corner down there? So you can fill this bad boy up with ice, all kinds of drinks, snacks. God, that's gonna be fun. Can't wait. All right, so let's kind of show you some of the controls. Okay, starter's on the left. Got the key on the right up here. Got the starter light control. There is another separate control for the auxiliary floodlights on the front. That's that one right there. This is one of the accessories I added. Added the mirrors as well. And I also added this thumb buddy on the throttle. Get my finger out of the way. Added that on there. That's pretty cool. I think that was 25 bucks on Amazon. Love it. It's really handy for when you're wearing like thick gloves or something like that, because the throttle that comes on these things is like really small. And so that throttle extender, that throttle buddy, really makes a difference. So, especially in the winter probably. Haven't had this bike in the winter yet. But it would make it especially handy for winter driving to have a bigger throttle. We've got the horn here, right there, toot toot, light switch. And then what's really cool too is on the front end of this bike, you got this whole cover, this whole, I don't know, wind jammer, if you will, windscreen, wind deflector, and it extends. It's all one piece. And let me go around the front and show you that. It's pretty cool. And that is a different design than from like the 2020, what I used to have. It's all one piece on here. Nice little windscreen there. It's pretty cool. All right, back to the controls. This has a hydraulic parking brake, slash emergency brake, if you will. It's right down there. If you can see it. It's this piece right here. And that's also different. CF Moto on their bikes used to have a lever they used to pull in front of the throttle there, but now they've got a hydraulic switch back there. And I have tried it out and I actually like it for the most part. I've got to get used to it. It's different than the old one, as I just mentioned. So they also have a different four-wheel drive system. You got these switches here, and then that's your lock button down there. So now I always just leave it in two-wheel. And you got a big instrument cluster there. Lots of different kind of info on there. And it's got great steering, easy electric steering. It's really nice. Let's go ahead and start it up for you. Turn the key over. Give her a second. We'll just pop over here. So the break-in period for this bike is 20 hours or 200 miles. I haven't hit that yet, so I'm sure we'll get there. But like I was saying, the steering is super easy. She just purrs like a kitten. Really like this accessory in here. That's called Lamicol phone holder, and I got that off Amazon. That is really cool. Well positioned. You know, it beats the hell out of like sticking it in your pocket or something, that sort of thing. But you got 4 gears on here plus neutral. You've got low, high, neutral, park, and reverse. High is what I spend the most time in when I'm cruising back roads, you know, 30, 40, 50 miles an hour or whatever. There is a speed limiter for the low gear, and you can only go so fast. From what I understand, you can adjust the speed limiter, and you can find the information on that either at your dealership or in the manual that comes with this. Got a couple of plugs in here, USBs, 12 volt. It's pretty cool. That is the controls. Love this gray, huh? Isn't that cool? The gray is totally cool. Love it. It's a gorgeous bike. Tough bike. Alright, let's talk about the seat for a second. CF Moto parted ways with their old seat design. Their old seat design was all smooth, I don't know, vinyl, if you will, across the whole surface of the seat. On the old design, this new design is textured, so it makes it very hard to slip and slide around like you do on the other one. My 2020 800 had that smooth seat, and at the time I thought, man, that's great. But this is definite improvement. Nice backrest. I've used the backrest a little bit in the little driving around that I've done. I like it. It's well positioned, nice and low. But yeah, the seat has that texture on there. I don't know if you can see it. Really, really nice. And it prevents you from slip sliding around. It gets hot in the sun though. It gets real hot. So there you have it. Brand new CF Moto C-Force 1000 Overland. Awesome, awesome bike. Look at this protection plate on here. So you not only have the thick poly one, and you know, the other thing too, when you think of plastic, you know, you think, man, that's not very sturdy. That's a thick hard plastic that they put across the whole entirety of the bottom of this bike, as far as the protection plate goes, full length of the bike. And then they've got this protection plate, hard protection plate up front there. So auxiliary lights, those are cool. Really cool design for the headlights. I think those are projector beam. I think that's what they call them. CF Moto. CF Moto rocks. I love CF Moto. I was very impressed with my old bike, my 2020 CF Moto C-Force 800, and I needed an upgrade though. I wanted the ability to go to carry a lot of cargo for camping and other purposes. And there's ways to do that with the 800, but I wanted it already on the bike, and that's one of the reasons, one of the many reasons that I upgraded to this one. So, all right, folks, that's the video. This is the longer version. You can watch the shorter version over on my other channel. I already mentioned that. Like the video, hit the thumbs up, and comment. I love to talk about the videos that I make. Thanks for tuning in, guys.